Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Talk About Sleep. Here's the book of the same name. Amazon link is in the description box down below. Working on the second book now, so keep an eye out for that. As we get to 1,000 subscribers for this channel, a lucky viewer at random will get a signed copy of Let's Talk About Sleep. So, got to be in it to win it. We're inching closer and closer, so thank you for those who are subscribed. Thank you for those who's shared these videos, and please continue to do so. And one last comment I'll make is that these videos are for educational purposes only. The last two things I'll comment. And if you do have any questions or comments about the video, about this one or any others, please leave them. I see them all and I respond to them all. Once a month I do a video at the end of the month answering questions. So with that being said, let's talk today about sleep talking. What is that? Somniloquy. Everybody has done it at one point in their lives, or anybody has seen somebody who's done it at one point in their life. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine says that 5% of people have a history of it, or may do it currently, but most people have done it at one point in their life. Why? Why does it happen? Well, contrary to popular belief, it's not somebody thinking about, like in Macbeth, have this guilty conscience coming out in sleep, or a plan to kill somebody in their sleep, a plan to kill somebody coming out in their sleep. That's not the way that works. What happens is when sleep talking and sleepwalking are in the same kind of spectrum of things that happen, both of them are more common in kids. And the reason for that is kids spend a lot more time in what we call delta wave sleep, or deep sleep. Okay, it's not REM sleep, but it's a deep form of sleep. You can watch my other videos on that if you want. When you get more deep sleep, there's a higher chance your brain is going to kind of come in and out of it. Okay, and when you have a partial or a full awakening out of deep sleep, your brain is kind of in a doesn't know what to do type of scenario. So it may do things, right? It may do activities that are what we call automatic, right? So opening a car door, opening the door to your house, putting a key in an ignition. These are things you don't really have to think about. Your brain just knows to do them. When you're in a sleepwalking episode, right, you're able to do those things because that part of the brain is partially awake. Okay, sleep talking is very, very similar. So most commonly, you're going to get things like, no. That's the most common thing that people will say. No, either in a kind of accusatory way, or a, say no. That's the most common response. Every now and then, people will say, they'll have even a conversation with their bed partner, or they'll have more profound statements. There's actually a couple of nice scientific articles that have been written about this. But the point, though, is it's not something that the person has a deep-seated thought about and it's coming out in sleep. It doesn't work that way. You're not going to find out your spouse has been unfaithful through sleep talking. Okay, despite what the popular opinion says and TV and movies say. So what happens is this transition in and out of deep sleep is what causes these things to occur. And what can trigger that is stress, sleeping in a warm room, being inconsistent with your sleep. I see a lot of medical people in my practice, and I can tell you when they have had an overnight call, let's say an overnight, on call, and they're awake for 30 hours, and then they go home and sleep, one, the stress, but also the inconsistent and irregular sleep schedule, that can also trigger some of these things to happen as well. Sleep talking and sleepwalking. Also, too, like I always say, if there is anything within sleep itself that can disrupt the sleep, like sleep apnea, that can also trigger it. So if you know that you do it commonly or quite often, or if your bed partner does it, or they say that you do it, it may not be a bad idea to get an evaluation. See someone who does sleep disorders. Typically, sleep talking by itself is benign. It's not going to hurt anybody, but it can be a marker of something else going on underneath. I would say the first step, though, is make sure you're getting consistent sleep. Okay, and that can be simply as instead of getting 5 hours during the weekday and then sleeping in for 10 hours on the weekends. One, that doesn't work, and two, that can trigger these things. Better to be consistent, getting your 7-8 hours every day. Okay? So that's the video for today. This is under the category of a parasomnia, right, which are strange behaviors around sleep. So yeah, that's sleep talking. And if you have any questions on this or anything else, please drop them in the comment section down below. Please like this channel. Please share it with your friends and family. And until next time, sleep well.